from Cryptics here on Stalwart's position in terms of Marshall, but we're keeping an eye on Rico Infinity team because they've had a little bit of a fall from grace, in my opinion. I think they were very, very good, and Ash really leading the team, but at the moment they're just not looking fantastic. Now, I could have to bow down to the big brains of Kalaris and Tarzan if Stalwart do win this game, because it's looking more and more likely as we go on, especially with them finally finishing out that player from Cryptics. Now they have the entirety of the western side of the circle to themselves. Now, this is a top three, regardless of what happens for Stalwart, in my opinion.
Ooh, Manhunt. Oh, he steps up, gets one, but then gets batted back almost immediately. No elimination points, and not really getting too much in terms of that placement. It's far from ideal. So they are isolated to the chicken dinner. It's the all or nothing game next time we see Tong Jabao. But we won't be seeing them anymore here. Stalwart 4 players. There's a lot of teams with a lot of players still alive in this circle, Blank.
Yeah, we got Damwon, Rico Infinity team, DRS, as well as Stalwart. So for DRS, I would say this game is very, very important to them. Stalwart's already racked up a huge amount of points on these Super Weekends anyway, but they still would like to make it back in. If not just to get that practice before you go into the finals. You do not want to go into that finals cold. So Stalwart really need to put up the pressure. There is ability here, as you can see. We get a really nice little flyby of the playing field. For Stalwart, they can move out from this position into the hay bales, in front of the tractors. There's positions to play in. I think for them, though, they really do need to wait to the last moment, because a lot of these teams will end up fighting each other anyway.
It's going to be a difficult crossing. If they can move out, I mean, they're moving out now. Look at that Pika moving forwards. If they take control of this circle now, they can stop everybody moving in. It's going to be so hard to breach across this field line. With that forward position from Pika, they could use that as a launching point. Team Secret trying to move in from the northern side now, but they are trapped down in the basement with Rico Infinity team. They're going back and forth, and it's jumper to fall. Fadan stays tall. Nas goes low as well, takes a lot of damage. A lot of Rico Infinity team really suffering right now, but they're not falling, and crucially so, Black.
I mean, this fight is incredibly important for Team Secret. If they can control Rico Infinity team, they'll control that northern side. But 2 versus 4, it's not a likely scenario going forward for them, and they're clearing out positions with the Molotovs as they go. Apresco walks into one of his own, I believe. Will start burning out. Comes outside, he's like, please help.
How on earth did Anas not burn out there? Goodness me. Luckiest beggar in the game right now. Nobody else quite at that level. You can see in the background there, Stalwart moving out across the field, but Team Secret getting cut down one by one. They step up. The blade passes swiftly through. Rico Infinity team looking good, but okay. You can't do anything about those. That just happens sometimes.
That's a lovely grenade coming through from Rico Infinity. Down to 2 though, with a nice little nade that comes through from Team Secret in those last moments. Will remove a few of the players, but too little too late with Stalwart now into that top 3. Like I said before, with that position, it was almost inevitable that they would get this far. And versus Xavier and the now very much damaged players from Rico Infinity team, I believe that the big brains have come through. They've come through strong here on the desk with both Tarzan as well as Kalaris predicting that Stalwart.
Oh, the Scry goes down. Being spotted across the way. Takes the tickle of damage from the DP as well, but I feel like Lamborghini cannot be stood up too long, especially with that smoke right next to him. Really the only cover. But look at the circle, Blank. I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Do you just try and not die first? Is that the game plan here?
This is a second place game, basically. This is how it works. This is how it's going to continue. SK's unable to get some shots through, and I think a lot of this game comes down to the fact that Stalwart, that playing path at the beginning really sets them up very strongly, because they don't have to contend with Genesis Dogma or any other team over towards Milterside. Pika's just sending out shots left, right, and center. Vidan last remaining. Xavier with 2. Yeah, this is a play for second place, and Xavier will happily pick that one up. And it's really unfortunate, because I think that the only team that benefits here is Stalwart. A lot of the other teams that wanted those points went down early. Pika moving up now.
Okay, well, they take top, they take 1, and repositions coming through from Stalwart. Frankie, a bit of damage sent forwards, has a first aid. 1 first aid left for Lamborghini. Pika sends the nade up, but it's sent right on back as well. Oh, just a little bit long. That felt good. It felt on the money. But Xavier, they are struggling for their lives right now. I think even... No, they're not quite going for that res. over on top, but Lamborghini takes damage from the nade, and they are penned in the blue zone. Will be pushing them forwards, and Stalwart so ready to pick these points up. The defeats just keep on pouring in. Just Frankie remains the last player for DXavior, and Stalwart come out roaring. The desk was right, and it is Stalwart to take the chicken dinner.
It had to happen at some point, but to be honest with you, I bowed down to the desk. I 100% bowed down. I